Today is October 27th, 2014, and I thought I'd make a quick video and show you guys what's growing in my garden. Right here we've got a few multiplying onions. The cool weather is kind of making them grow pretty good. Right here are a couple rows of green beans and then some peas next to it. I don't know that the peas are blooming, and I see one or two small peas on them. They're pink eye purple hull peas. I don't know if they'll make it before frost or not. I see some little bitty peas on them, but the green beans are certainly they're ready now. So I'm out picking them tonight, and that's actually what made me think about taking a video. So these are the green beans, and if we look under there, they're full and they're ready to be picked. So that's what I'm out doing tonight. So right here the big stuff is broccoli. No signs of a head yet, but the leaves are nice and big. Hopefully we'll have some broccoli before too long. Here on the left side, some beets. They're not growing as fast or as big as I thought they would. We've picked some and had some beet tops in our salad, but that's about it for the beets. They're, I don't know, first time I've ever grown them. That's kind of what they're looking like right there. This is some kale that I intended to get out here and thin this weekend, and ended up with about 16 other things to do and didn't get around to thinning the kale. But I've eaten some of it just raw, and it tastes really good. Right here in the middle of this row is some cabbage, where my lettuce didn't come in all that great when I direct seeded it. You can see a lettuce there, some bare spots, and a couple of little pieces, little romaine lettuces. And so, in a few of the bare spots I just put some cabbage in. It's all kind of small. Got quite a few potatoes that I guess I missed when we dug our potatoes up. This is kohlrabi, which if we look down here, you can see starting to form I don't know if you call that a bulb, or I don't suppose it's a bulb, but anyway, this is kohlrabi. And most of them have just the barest start of a bulb, and I think I need to thin these as well. These are Brussels sprouts. I don't see anything in there that they're doing. My Brussels sprouts didn't come up very well. I seeded them in trays, and they didn't come up very well, so I just have a few Brussels sprouts. This is the second planting. I planted another tray of them, which also didn't come up very well, but we'll see if they'll grow. Brussels sprouts, and then right here behind those, I can't remember if that's turnips or mustard. I just can't remember. Yep, that's mustard. Okay. So I got some mustard greens that'll be ready here not too much longer. Some of the first cabbages that I planted are starting to form little heads. And this is fairy Dutch round, I think is what this was. Dutch round. These are Chinese cabbages, which I've thinned a couple times, but apparently didn't thin enough, because they're starting to form their little stalks and heads and whatnot. these grow really, really fast. I planted all this stuff at the same time, and these are kind of ahead of everything. So these are turnips that I just planted about a week ago. They're just now starting to come up. Those aren't very interesting to look at. These are the 45-day cabbages, and some of the manure, it's sort of composted wood shavings and manure and stuff like that I'm spreading around the garden. And these are the 45-day cabbages starting to form a small head. These are Cherrybelle Radishes, and they're kind of too far gone by now. You might find one or two in there that's still small and tender, but most of them gotten pretty big and pretty hot. These are A number 1 carrots. They're kind of slow here. I don't know if we'll ever get carrots or not, because they are pretty slow. This is Swiss chard, which we had some friends come by and get some yesterday. Actually, they got quite a bit of stuff, not just a ton, but they got a little bit of everything. Swiss chard, which I've about decided I just don't like. This is the first time I've grown it, and I just don't much care for it. And the rest of this row is collards, Georgia collards. And this is another thing I need to get out here and thin out, but they're growing well and taste good. And that's it. Over here behind me, planted some onions, but it's kind of, I don't see any onions, but I see a whole bunch of weeds. Actually, I see some garlic over there that's finally come up after about 2 months. Goes to show you what happens if you don't pay attention. The weeds are taking over, and I've not paid attention, but looks like right here got some garlic that came up. This is the garlic that the girls got out here and planted with me a couple months ago, and I had completely missed it because of all the weeds, and it came up a lot slower than I expected it to. Look at there. Some garlic. And that's it. The tomatoes, we still pick a ripe tomato or two off there, but they're about done. The little okra that I've got left in the middle still producing okra, although the deer come in every couple days and eat all the leaves off of it. Everything else is just about done, and the winter stuff is growing right along. There goes Kayla.